I don't really know what's living behind this blob yet, so just get to that blob and then we'll take a look at what's there.
New timing chain, new oil pump,
New
oil pan.
Yeah.
And a blower.
I mean, there's one in the box over there. Yeah, I'm not joking.
I believe you. I mean, it's gonna look better out of that box than in that box.
Looks a lot better out of that box. You change the oil pump and the timing chain, you buy yourself about another 100,000 miles if it's been remotely maintained. So that's what we're doing. Those parts are on the way. They may be here before this episode's over. Don't know, but they're going on board, so we stay focused. Yeah, but if you change the front sump, you got to change the pickup too, because it, this one deeps in the back. This one has to be deep in the front. I'm to the point now where I'm about to start donating plasma just to keep the YouTube channel running. How? Slash your hand open.
Don't do that.
He's putting the vintage air on the 64.
Nice.
On his quest to have the nicest F100 on the planet. That guy. Sandbagger. He hates car shows so much he's going to win every one of them.
Oh, every single one.
This thing still gives me the creepies.
The lift?
Just because I know how back heavy it is.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, is it still back heavy?
Oh, yeah. She thick in the back.
Think.
If you undo those 4 bolts, the whole thing will come off, pulley and all.
They're just lock washers. I don't think they're on there that tight. Let's see.
I'm going to take this off the new one so it doesn't get damaged. Probably a torque setting for these.
Can you keep it down over there? I'm trying to build carburetors over here, boy!
I think that's it.
Carburetor's not going to build itself!
Oh, my Lanta. Carburetor Dave's back. He's like Santa Claus. He makes his annual appearance. We got to put this doodad back in there. Got all about that already. It's already pre-greased, though, so we don't have to get it dirty. That is so neat. I've never seen no.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
that.
just like a filter. It's just a screw.
It's just to bypass the filter.
Pretty cool.
I've seen relocators. I've never seen one that's cooled like that.
That's cute.
That's cool, man.
That's so cute.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, look. The hose is pretty much holding it straight.
That's crazy.
And then that
bolt's all that keeps it in?
Yeah. And
I might have to reuse that just because it's cool.
It's so cute.
Unless it leaks internally and gets water in your oil.
What?
On the upper. See if I can get us a water pump for it.
Why are we whispering? I don't know.
What the hell are you doing?
Tell you when I'm done. I'm not holding it. I told you it was a fancy bit though.
Why are we doing this?
So I can hold it.
Ah, okay. I would definitely clean that up a little before you put the
Yeah.
belt back on.
We're gonna be able to take that off and give her a little spit shine.
Okay. The boy's a genius.
Those drill bits are butter, bruh. I
So
don't know
you're
that I
drilling
can.
a hole in the pulley. You don't need me. I'm gonna go put ball joints on the other side here.
So glad we're not racing anymore. No comment over there.
If it bends, it bends. I don't give a fuck. Send it.
Got it.
Yep.
Looky there.
All right, go ahead. Oh no,
Doesn't
it's
spin.
gotta be this guy.
That threads onto that shaft, and David decided to drill a hole in that pulley so we'd have a way to hold it. I don't know if there's a better way to do that, but that worked well. You'll definitely want to clean that up though before you put a belt on it, because you can see where it
Oh yeah.
pressed in. But yeah, solid. Good stuff. The 3-week-old lower ball joints installed. Kind of sped through that just because we showed all that in the last video. Water pump's off. This is stripped down. I still got to get the timing cover off, harmonic balancer off. Got some parts in. Replacement for a double roller timing chain, gaskets, oil pan, and the oil pump and the pickup tube are slated to deliver tomorrow. Didn't really get into it, but the reason that we're changing the oil pan is because this one has got a double hump. So it humps there, goes over the rack and pinion, and then sumps back there. On our setup, you have the cross member with the steering components that ride behind it. I need the hump in the front of the cross member, and that's the oil pan I bought. So it'll hump here, and then it'll just taper back straight like the old school 302s. Hopefully this all works out. There's still some stuff I don't really know how to navigate yet, but we'll figure it out, or we'll try something out. All right, pickup tube. Get this tomfoolery out of the way. First, we'll take the harmonic balancer bolt loose. All right, so now that that's loose, you need a puller. There we go. Let this drain and then we'll pull the pan off. Okay, so now you can get a little clearer view of what we've been talking about. This is the oil pump here. There's a shaft that runs. It's driven by the distributor that pumps oil through the engine, and this is the pickup tube that came down to the back. And the new pump that we bought will replace this one, and then the pickup tube will like drop down in this area for the front sump pan. Now, if you're going to do this, you want to make sure and get this part of the gasket. A lot of times it rips loose. Spray it. Switch to the other side. These things are lifesavers. It's literally like holding a vise in your hand like a pair of pliers. Heck yeah. Here's why you want to change this. That's a time bomb ticking right there. Nothing fancy today. Just pulled the fuel rails off, got the wiring out of the way, pulled the coolant line out, got it out of the way. There's the sub-trans harness. There's the wiring I've got to fix and the fuel rails. I'll just do a quick rebuild on the injectors, which is just filters that are in there, and then replace the O-rings, clean them up. I'll paint all this, clean it up one last time, and then get it ready to stick back in the chassis over there. All right, so took the fuel rails off, taped up the ports, rattle canned it new Ford gray, masked off the water pump, painted a harmonic balancer black, back taped the reference sprocket so it stayed aluminum, just to add a little detail. Looks pretty good. Cleaned the transmission off with a wire brush best I could, and then just rattle canned it with a new cast aluminum paint. You won't see it anyway, it's in the car. That's not necessarily the attitude to take, but for this build, I mean, look at it. So this gets us to a point where we can at least throw this in the car, and then I can focus on fixing all this stuff, all that stuff, probably some of that stuff later on.
What up?
What's up, man?
Submarine.
The submarine. Hey, that's not a bad name. There you go. Put that in the powder coat room. Go ahead and powder coat that for me.
Okay, powder coat real quick. Needs a quick little buff.
Oh, you need to sand that?
Yeah.
You want to prep it? Did you turn the oven on? It's gonna take a while for it to warm up.
Get my handy dandy body work job kit, body shop.
Take the bumper off on both those body mounts.
Nothing's bolted in
We've
there.
never addressed that part of it. Yeah, it should come right off.
As soon as the body's off, I'm gonna address some stuff in the back.
Maybe. I'm going in. Good God. Need some help, old lady?
Just
It's outside. Or over here.
You looking for Chucky?
Chucky?
Have you seen Chucky? Chucky? Who did that to you? Chucky bit you? Chucky? Chucky? Easy.
Ah! It's a big ass car, man.
Lots of room for activities.
It's gonna fall, right?
Why'd you say that?
Huh?
Why do you say that? It's rude.
It's probably enough. Earn it! Earn it! Earn it! Earn it! Earn it, babe! Paint booth again. Gotta make that money.
Submarine, dude. What do you think?
What you mean?
Or the sub?
Yeah.
Or sub? I don't know. I don't think it's submarine. What?
It does feel like a submarine when you get in it.
It does, huh?
Okay, so the more I measured it, the more it was getting closer.
The more it was stressing you
Yeah,
out.
I just stopped measuring it. The more I measured it, the closer it got. So I just stopped measuring. Pretty much just described the last 35 years of my life. Should we go grab a margarita? It is lunch. Because I got a feeling we're losing
I thought you were saying just that.
quite a bit of this hottie beer.
No carry today?
I'm not doing today. Usually has the word on Thursdays.
Right.
I just wanted to kick it.
She's like, yep, that's definitely me. Alright, so does this just, you just pull this away?
I looked there and at first it's under load right now.
Right.
But yeah, it's a quick release. You just kind of push down on the coupling and then the black part will come out.
Does it go?
You just kind of push it in. So in, it releases.
Alrighty.
You're gonna run out of room right there. You still want it? Alright. Your way. It's good.
So you're going this side to the front?
Long
Long side?
I want the long in the front. So I bought this engine V8 installation universal kit thing at a swap meet a few years ago, and it's sat around and now it might actually get used.
Which way? Go towards you like an inch.
How do you feel about thick metal?
I eat thick metal for snack time. I see.
You take a bite out of Cron. Looks like somebody ate a bite out of that.
Looks like teeth, right?
Got the Mud Custom signature racing stripe down the transmission. Right there. Makes it super fast. Alright, so I'm hodgepodging a bunch of little universal kits. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this mount. This is another mount that came from another kit that's already made. This will fit the bushing sizes for the motor mounts, the rubber mounts. I'm trying to make this clear. So this will basically go in between these two mounts that'll create the bushing. And then what I'm gonna do is Gonna mount that. I'll take this, I'm gonna slice this straight up this line. I'm just gonna pull that line all the way through so it's the same on both sides. Once that's gone, I'm gonna either slide that in there, weld that in place, so that'll be there at whatever height it needs to be, and then that will just bolt into that. So swap meat parts, buy them cheap, stack them deep. You never know when you'll need them. Okay, so the way I'm going to try to do this is I'll actually put these on backwards. So this is the plate I'm going to try to weld to where the old engine mounts were, the purchase. This will fit directly in there. Matter of fact, you got to kind of finagle it in there so there's no slop, it doesn't move. We'll put the bolt in backwards on the bottom side, and then I'll do this. That will bolt to the engine plate, and that'll be your cushion from the vibration. So something I just thought about, I need to put the starter in before I do all this tacking up, because starter, exhaust, there's things that you need to know will fit in this combination here. Thankfully, this is a small Ford starter, and it looks like it will fit pretty much whatever I want to do. It looks like it'll work. This is keeping it from falling out, but clears where the motor mount will be, clears transmission just like it was in a Mustang. Wish I had another one, a passenger side one, but I guess I'll have to buy some headers or find some from somebody, but I guess I can do it like this. Yeah, it's gonna be tight, but they'll work. Okay, so I've got the oil pan about as low as it can be. That's the back part of the frame. The drain plug hangs about, I don't know, it's close, man. I think I'm gonna send it. I need it right there. So, these are gonna weld to this, and then you'll be able to unbolt it here on both sides. That does float front and back, kind of by design. So what I'll do to set pinion angle is when we build the transmission mount, we'll check pinion angle then. So the engine mounts are done. Laid out, the oil pan doesn't hit. It's close. Smacked the cord. When it hit that, it sparked. I took this piece off, wedged the pipe in the other one, wedged the pipe in this one, bolted this back up. I'm gonna tack it there, and then that'll be good for now. It'll hold it in place. It's literally about 1/8 of an inch off the ground, so I may try to pick it up a little. So it's not touching, but it's a lot closer than I wanted it to be. So this is completely laid out on concrete. You know, you got to be cognizant of where you park. If you leave it that way, I probably won't. But so real quick, I've already uploaded the video. I'm gonna pull it off. I'm gonna edit this video. And the reason is, it's Saturday, it's like 11:15 at night. I've already showered. I'm in my PJs, Hot Wheels shirt. I'm in my PJs, I'm laying down, close my eyes, and immediately I think about this. The late model block has a side entry dipstick tube for the oil pan because it's the double hump. It has the big hump in the back, the little hump in the front. The majority of the oil is in the back of the pan. That's why the dipstick's there. We've converted to a front sump pan. So now the provision for the dipstick tube in the side of the block is irrelevant because there's no volume of oil in that oil pan at that point. What we didn't change is the timing chain cover. Anytime you swap oil pans to a front sump, front pump, front pickup tube, you've got to change the timing chain cover that has a hole in the front for the dipstick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this little thing right there is a piece of tape I've got plugged in that hole from painting. But that's where the oil pan or the dipstick tube goes in the side of the block. With the front sump pan and the timing chain cover, there should be a boss right here with a hole drilled in it for your dipstick tube because you need to check the oil right here. And that's not here. So, yeah, good stuff.